any questions for the Chinese International School while we're setting up?
They mentioned briefly something about WWF and something with WWF in the class or with their group or something. Oh, sorry, guys. Do you do something with WWF? Are you hoping to contact them, or you mentioned World Wildlife Fund?
Yeah, because the idea of Adopt a Beach comes from the World Wildlife Fund. And we have a school group in our school with around, I think, 90 students in the group. And WWF is one of the biggest green groups in our school. So by collaborating with them, we hope to get more students involved in our activities. And yeah, do you have something?
I think we're ready. We can have questions after.
So, hi. First off, we want to say sorry for the technical difficulties that we're having. And so today we'll be showing you, presenting you our idea for bottle recycling, motivating school-wide bottle recycling. So why do we do this? Because the bottles are not recycled properly in our school. And then we found that there are actually many trash in the bottle recycling bins. And the people are not, the students are not motivated to recycle bottles. And another thing that we have realized in our school is that there's not a unity. There's no unity in our whole school. So the elementary school is doing their own thing, and then the middle school is doing their own thing, and high school is doing their own thing. So we think that through this project, we can actually also bring the whole school together. So how are we going to do this? We are going to make an influential and innovative way to raise awareness. And
So how are we going to do it? We made a prototype of the original version, which we're still working on, and it's called B-Ball Group, which stands for Bottle Ball. And so how we're going to do it is we're going to give the students house points when they participate in this game. And so how we're going to do that is we're going to get students so they can watch the game while it's going on by giving them a responsibility so they can earn credits. So each score for the hoop goes to their house points. About the house points, we're going to elaborate on it later on.
And as you can see, the one over on the stage looks very frail and very unstable. So we actually drew some, this is our prototype. We actually drew some reinforcement, like the idea, drew the blueprint of it that we're.
So the basic.
Okay, so actually, first question. Is anyone in here very passionate about basketball? Three? Four? Okay. Actually, we would like some volunteers up the stage to help us try out the prototype. Not good at. Passionate.
So the basic rule is first you have to line up, and each person will get 5 bottles, and each person has 15 seconds. And there will be, the whole game is 15 minutes, and there will be two teams, one is offense and defense.
Ready? Ready? And ready, wait. Ready, set, go. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ready, set, go. Set, go. Ready, set, go. And that's sure. Ready, set, go. Well, actually, we have prizes for the three winners, the first three. So I will just give you guys like after our presentation. And you guys have experience, like you guys saw the game rules, so I think that we don't need to elaborate on that.
I play football, not basketball.
Okay, so to build up the game, we're gonna have 3 groups between the 3 levels of the school, which is elementary, middle, and high school. So we're gonna have the collecting group, which is the group that's gonna collect all the bottles throughout the school and rinse it before the game. And that's gonna be the high school students getting maybe community service hours for it every week. And for the advertising, we're gonna have posters or videos around the school, or we're gonna present in high school assemblies to advertise the game, which is gonna take place every month. And for the game, the elementary and middle schools are gonna play and get house points for every point they make in the game. And the high school is going to do the referee, doing the timing and counting the points, getting service hours too.
So by collaborating with another club in our school called KME Club, it's another environmental related club in our school. So by collaborating, we can help in gathering data every month or so. And we can also survey the bins by counting how many bottles are in each bins every week. And Tsuchi Foundation has been with our school for the past few years. It's an NGO organization from Taiwan, and it's an international organization, so it's a pretty strong foundation. And so what they do is that they collect bottles from our school every week. And what they do with the bottles is they collect PET plastic bottles and they turn them into textiles by shredding them first and rinsing them. And with the shreds, they turn it into polythyrene resin, and they later weave it and turn it into cloths. And they already did it with 11 million bottles around the world, and they made 150,000 blankets already, provided for the Tsuchi Foundation Relief Program.
So for education and advertisement, we are going to do a video for this people tournament and for raising awareness during high school assembly. And the way we are going to do it is that we are going to cooperate with the drama club and the drama class so that they will help us and film the videos. And as you can see, we have already made an infographic on recycling bottles, and yes, we will be thinking about distributing it later on. And we also want to borrow popularity from kids or popular kids in our school, so that they will become an example. And then the people, since people watch them, so they will do the same thing. That's how we do it.
It looks like Gerald.
So for assessment, the recycling part assessment, we'll be checking if our success really works. It's like if the recycle bins contain regular trash. If they do, then it won't be successful. And then another one was, are there any bottles in the regular trash bins? Besides that, we also want to see the enthusiasm of the school, and that we will be checking on how many number of bottles collected. And currently there are around 80 bottles each week in our school, but it's kind of like a shocking low number considering our school actually buys a lot of plastic bottles. So we want to raise that to around maybe 200 bottles. And yes, and we also want to see the number of people that showed up in the tournament and the number of people that signed up for weekly bottles cleanups. So in the near future, we will be contacting the Tsuchi Foundation, contact the government for more information for part and cooperation. And on November 29th, we will be scheduling our assembly with our principal. Hopefully we'll be able to do it in December 5th, which is right after our fourth bottle recycling club meeting, and prepare for that. And on December 11th, we'll be finalizing our game groups and prepare for our virtual fair. And in December 13th, there will be a first game to put in the virtual fair. And that's our proposal.
Fantastic, thanks guys. I love the fun aspect of this project, and I think it's a really positive way to get people involved with the idea of trash as well. I just wanted to say a quick note about the Tsuchi Foundation. I actually was lucky enough to go and visit it in Taiwan a couple of months ago, and met the people there, saw what they did, and it's an incredible organisation to support. And perhaps we can look at seeing if we can get more schools involved in this. I know there's been some talk about how can we get recycling picked up from our schools, so maybe if we can look at using this to separate just plastic water bottles out and make a joint effort from Hong Kong. I know they need as much support as possible. They're already sending shenanigans to Taiwan, and then maybe we can add to this as well. So are you going to be able to leave here? I know you have to leave with right, but can you leave this one, or do you have to take you? Right, I just thought people want to play with it. We can organise to get it. We can organise to see what, and then they need. We can. Do you need one? Yeah. Any quick question? Anybody wants to? Is there any questions?
I'd like to suggest that you have a time. I would just suggest either a limited number of limits or just 5 bottles. Limit one or the other. Both. Yeah. So either unlimited bottles or time.
We've got a question up there back here. Oh, sorry.
It's actually a comment. I congratulate you on your fantastic idea, and I look forward to seeing this new game at lots of school sports days and school fairs. I think it's a fantastic idea, and I'm sure lots of kids here will take that idea back to their schools. So well done.
As suggested, according to the proposal, we are going to use the media or films and infographics to help them raise awareness, and thus we hope that they will reduce the number of plastic bottles. Hopefully.
I'm going to continue on while he takes pictures. Okay, I have the pleasure, we're going to have a little break from the presentations just to switch our minds a bit, and we have a group of wonderful ladies from Discovery Bay who we have met on our beach cleanups. And we found out that they actually go onto the North Beach in Discovery Bay about every 2 weeks, and they do their own cleanup. What you have to understand about these women is that they are not from Hong Kong, they're from the Philippines, and they're helpers, and they are taking their day off every other week, mostly, to clean the beaches. And when we asked them why, they said, but look at all the trash around, we live here, so we feel it's our responsibility to do something because this is our world and this is where we live. And we were very, very inspired by them. The last time we met them, the first time we've actually spoken with them, they were celebrating a birthday on the beach. And in order to celebrate their birthday, they chose a theme, and that theme was recycling. And the women made the most beautiful costumes, all out of trash that they had found. So we thought this was really excellent and wanted to show it to you because the idea of Trashion fashion, of course, is a wonderful method of fundraising, of having a really good time, and showing that there is a life after some people think the end-of-life products. It's not trash, it actually can become something quite beautiful. So we are going to welcome the ladies now. Holland. Notice the detail in the lower half of the dress. Beautifully pleated. Next, we welcome Joy. Joy is wearing a beautiful little short jumper made out of magazines. I love the detail on the back. It's a butterfly accent. Next we have Alice. Now Alice looks gorgeous in a rug. Fabulous colors. We welcome Jonah now. Black and white check that never looks so fabulous. Love the singing display. Rose, please welcome your great have garbage bags. Come over. We can see this number. Continuing on with the butterfly. Please welcome Rhoda. A Rhoda dress ready for any made of umbrellas. And our last beauty today is Carmel here. Ready for the red Carmel. She is then in for gorgeous carp bag. Again, trash. Please take attention to all detailing. Last but not least, by any means, I would like to introduce the designer. Would Sandra please come up? Now, Rhoda in the umbrella dress has made her own, but Sandra is the designer of all of these beautiful umbrellas. Thank you, ladies, very much. This has been absolutely wonderful. Do you mind if we give the audience a chance to ask you some questions?
Did you actually turn up to the beach for your party dressed like this?
Yes.
You did. So you arrived at the beach, ready for a beach cleanup, dressed up.
Yes.
Did the beach cleanup first, and then you got dressed up, and had your party on the beach. Is it? Fantastic.
With wonderful food, I have to add.
We love to eat.
The Filipino community in DB, do you all gather together to get all the materials?
Actually, no. It's just as a small group of our friends. We have a very good friend of ours who's in the Philippines right now. Her name is Maribel Hernandez. And she was the one who started that small group of Filipino DB, which is our group of friends. And we do the beach cleanup like once a month in that place. And then we just had a birthday party and we collated these materials. And she was the one who made it and designed it.
This is a picture of the ladies that day on the beach. Taken by a gentleman who just happened to be on the beach and asked to take their picture. I mean, Emil, yeah, he just asked to take, so we got permission from him to show the picture, and we just thought it was fantastic. So they help us with our beach cleanup, but they had much better food than we did. So we're just gonna... We're just gonna have a quick photo, and then we'll move on.
Does anybody else want to take any photos, or we can do a close-up?
My inspiration is I came from my experience. Because when I make this piece, it looks like just like me, just like it's useless. But when I make it, I use it. So that's it.
A typhoon in Hong Kong, a lot of umbrellas broken, right? So I say